Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pearlywinks show this Saturday afternoon. Lovely to be with you all. I hope you're having a fantastic day in the company of all the team, of course, here at Hochanda. And we welcome into the studio again now a wonderful Simon is here from Pearlywinks.
Hello.
Good day, sir.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, good. I'm very good, thank you. We're just speaking before we went live as well and saying it's the first time for you back in the studio for a few months.
About 6 months, yeah.
Is it? Oh. Has it changed much? Is there a bit of dust everywhere?
Yeah,
bit of glitter.
All the one-way system.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
has changed.
It's like, I know. The one-way system, the 2 metre distance, the markings on the floor, which we have to abide by, obviously, which is great.
Strange not getting up close.
I know. And you were saying you was with Fiona last time when it was in the studio as well, so you've probably seen her more recent than I have.
Yeah, well, Donna was last month as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, it's lovely to have you in the studio with us today. And now, if you are a big lover of colour, then you're going to always love what Pearlywinks bring to you, because they bring you, obviously, the best ways again of getting some fantastic elements and beautiful colours to code and tools that do the job that you want them to do. So I know we've got some demonstrations coming up of exactly what we are going to be looking at, but I thought we'd start with, because the flick sticks. Now, I've not seen the flick sticks before. I know you had them on last time. I think it was with the white that was on, and people loved it because this is a great technique, and it's just there, bottled, ready to go. And now we've expanded as well with more of the rainbow of colours that are there. Just for those that maybe missed it when you launched the flick stick, for example, can you just talk us through a little bit exactly how this works and what we've got?
So basically what it was, everyone's been saying, can you make a white ink? And I just couldn't figure out how to do it. And anyway, about a year and a half after trying, I figured out how to do it. And because it worked on white and everyone was saying, oh, can you try colour? So we decided to do colour ones that will work on black card as well.
Ah, got you. Okay, so literally you just you refill.
Yes, so each pen comes with, it comes empty, and you get 10 refills out of a bottle.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's a lot then, isn't it? When you think about how sparingly you use it as well during that technique.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
No.
You don't need a lot.
But you get 10 refills from one bottle from doing that. That's brilliant. That's great value, actually. That's really good. So you fill up, and then are you going to be demonstrating? And
I'll show you how to fill it up.
He's going to show us how to fill it up and how to use as well. But we're getting those lovely effects because you've got some beautiful colours that are down here that are available as well. So you've actually got your white, you've got your blue, yellow, pink, purple, and you've also got your teal, and you've got wet slate as well that's in there. But if I just give you a little example so you can sort of see, and do you know what the effect, sometimes say sort of less is more with it, and that effect that you see with these, it just helps fill that white space as well, doesn't it, around the image that you're working with? It
does, yeah, and everyone's doing this flicking at the moment.
Yes.
So we thought we'd bring something out just to make it a little bit easier. And also the colours that are used to make those colours are actually, they'll work alongside our colours that we already have in the spray forms.
Brilliant. Great. So, yeah, you're not going to contaminate. You're going to keep them separate as well, and you refill, and you know that you've got those as well.
Yeah.
Already loaded, you know, when you've done your refill, and Simon's going to show us how to do that for yourself anyway, but they're already loaded. So, again, nice and easy, at hand, straight away at source, that you can then just, obviously, just pick it up, and then basically have your flick with those, and then you've got them, and just keep them loaded up, ready to go. So there are all your colour options. All of those colour options are on the same item code. That's 328117. It's only £14.99. Now, there's a huge amount of array of colour that's available on the show for you now. The website, of course, is the place to go to. Have a little visit, have a little look at there, and you can click along there, and you'll find all the fantastic Pearlywinks. Now, we are back in stock, by the way, as you can see here. Beautiful. It's Copper Infusion, the first edition sprays that are there. Now, last time it was on, they sold out twice in the show. Let that be a warning. Maybe you've used your stock if you got them last time. Maybe you missed out on them last time because they'd already sold out. And today's your day to make sure you stock up and you don't miss out a third time on those as well. So plenty of items on there for your colour as well. We'll go straight to Simon now to see some lovely demos. But again, please do shop ahead for all your colours that you're going to get from Pearlywinks as well, which is lovely. Right, so we're going to start off with the flick. Lovely.
So first of all, I'll show you how to fill this flick stick. So you'll get your 30ml refill, and your pen will come like this. So it's already, oops, wrong end. Oh, sorry, someone's put the label directly over the opening. Yours won't come like this.
Yeah. And if it does, just remove.
Yeah, just remove
said
and
label.
replace. Right, hopefully I've just, yeah, right. So your top will come inside, the brush will come inside the lid. So all you need to do is you get your refill, just give it a shake first because it'll mix everything up. You'll probably notice that there's some white sediment somewhere. Just give that a good shake. And then I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's like a little line. You just fill this with the ink up to the line.
It's quite free flowing, isn't it, on it?
Yeah. It's like a fluid paint. And then just pop your top in, like so.
Just push it straight in, that's it, yeah.
And then just at the bottom, you just need to give this a twist until you see. I do it this way because if you do it the other way, there's still an air bubble in it, which you want to get rid of the air bubble.
Yeah, okay, okay.
And you'll just be able to see just
I can
at the
see that already
there,
coming through there, yeah.
The black is coming through, so just keep going until it's quite through. And then either just pop that down on there just to wet the entire brush. Then that's the only time you'll need to do that. To refill it once it's empty, I'm not going to do it now because I'll end up covered in ink. You just pull the top off and then twist it so that the it's like a little mechanism what pushes the ink through.
Okay, yeah.
Just twist it the opposite way and then that'll go back up and then close it.
Repeat again.
Take the top off and then refill.
Great.
It's really easy to do. So
it loads up really quickly actually, doesn't it?
It is. It's really quick. Once you've done it, you don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
So I'll show you on white. So to get more ink, just twist this and then use some scissors or something.
Nice and easy.
It's really easy. You can even use your finger as well.
Right.
And just give it a tap.
And is it a case the more that you sort of turn that at the end there to sort of
The
fill it
more
up
ink
more,
will
the
come
bigger the bigger your flow will be for those?
Yeah. You can paint with them. It does give you a thick line.
Yeah.
As well, so that's the black. I'm not going to show you the black on black because it really won't show. It's not actually black, it's a wet slate.
Yes,
right. But it's an almost black. It's as close to black as we can get it.
Okay, okay.
When you're using your pencil, I'll just give them a shake.
They are lovely colours as well, all the colours. I know you've got the white and you've got the wet slate. But
so this one is your teal. And
nice
if
and
there's
easy.
less ink, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but there's some tiny, tiny little splats. That's because there's less ink on the pen. Like you can see.
Got you. So again, once you twisted that, you could hear. I don't know if you can hear it clicking as well. Actually, as you twist it through, but then that loads the brush there, so you do get those more free flowing, bigger spots that go with it as well. The techniques of you've got warming your brushes up are amazing.
What you'll find as well, if you let that dry, it'll dry lighter. Whereas if you dry it with an air dryer, a heat gun, a heat tool, it'll dry that vibrant.
Right.
So just pull some more of that through.
So you can actually change your tone of what you're going to be getting. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Looks like a starry night.
So I've actually used these on some of the things that I'll show in a minute, a different technique as well. That's in.
And don't forget, these
demo.
colours will match as well with the other colours we do have on the show. So if you want to use the other colours for other elements of other ways of adding your medium on, but to have these already preloaded in your refillables.
So this one's the purple. What I'll do, I'll show you with the pink.
Yeah.
I'll let them ones all dry naturally, but then I'll show you with the pink because the pink's really, really vibrant.
Oh, right, okay.
Just how vibrant it'll be if you dry it with the heat tool.
The pink is a nice vibrant pink anyway, isn't it? I've actually got it in the bottle here as well, and it is. It's a really vibrant, beautiful pink.
The blue's really nice as well.
Got a really sort of nice sweet feel about them actually. Candy colours.
That one's the blue. And then we've got, that one's the black. I've already done that, sorry. The wet slate, I keep calling it black.
Oh yeah, wet slate. In brackets, black, basically.
Right.
That's a nice bright one, isn't it?
This one's beautiful on black.
Yeah. fact, they work together like that really nicely if you can go for them.
That'll do. So just pop a bit on there as well.
Yeah, you can see. But on the black and the
so
white as well,
see.
they really come through. So they're heating up on the, is that on the pink you're changing? Yeah.
Yeah. They don't take that long to dry naturally anyway, but if they just left so that the colour goes through, the colour will absorb into the card.
Okay. Ah, you can see that. Yeah, yeah.
So you can see on the... A lot of the others will still have had the ink on anyway, so it wouldn't have absorbed into the card before it dried.
No.
But you can see it dry nice and bright on black as well. You can actually, if you've got a stamp, sort of like run that across your stamp and then stamp with it.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you'll be able to stamp onto black card.
But again, if you want a bit more control over you getting your spots there and that effect around your image that you're working on as well. I know sometimes you've done it with brushes in the past and it all comes out a bit too heavy. Don't forget, you get to control because you basically load up the brush by twisting the back of the mechanism actually and then pumping the actual brush with the colour and then flicking and then just reload it as and when you want to as well. So it's nice to have that control over it.
So that's on black.
Lovely. There we see. Oh, brilliant. So the colours, thank you for that, Simon.
And it doesn't really bleed either.
No, no.
So that's a good...
We'll
if you were to do it with the inks,
yeah,
you would probably get a bleed, especially if you wet it again, whereas with these you shouldn't get a bleed.
Get one. No, brilliant. They're a lovely effect, and again, more often than not, you've seen that technique used a lot in a lot of demonstrations happened here. Now to have the tool there to be able to do that with, and have them already preloaded to go, and to be able to refill for yourself as well is perfect. The options you got here again, which we had the white when it was on once before, done really, really well, and now of course you've got that white again that's back in, plus you've also got the fabulous blue, you've got the gorgeous yellow, really vibrant sort of candy pinks that are in there, beautiful plush purples in there, you've got your teal, plus you've got your wet slate, which is the closest you can get. Now the wet slate, I nearly said black as well then, the wet slate and the white at the moment are edging away, so you're going for your monochrome looks with these, but all those lovely colours as well will match as well with what else we've got for you. 32817, just £14.99 only for all of those, which is gorgeous. Now, again, let's work our way down to even more fabulous colour that you can see here, and these are lovely. And it's always lovely when you sort of see the great strength of colours we've got here, because I've got so many samples about to show how these are worked on, which is always great. This is your Winks Spritz that you've got here. You're going to get in 4 of your sprays. Each one of those sprays are 30ml each, and you've got the gorgeous red, yellow, blue, and you've also got, it is actually called black on this one as well, £12.99. I took us through a little bit here, and I'll show off a little bit about what we've got with some of these. In fact, if I show the swatch first of all, just talk to us a little bit about where we're going to use these projects and what sort of style.
So they'll work on any porous surface. You can mix it with things like glue, gesso, so that you can use it on non-porous surfaces as well. So those are just the colour palette of the spray themselves. You can mix them to get your purples, your greens, your browns, your orange. So you can mix all the colours together. You can mix any of the sprays together. It doesn't really make a difference to get different colour palettes as well.
I mean, that yellow, there's no denying that. That is lovely and bright.
It's a lovely bright yellow, yeah.
Really, really lovely in all of these, actually. So again, if you're looking for that strength to work with it, and were these done the same on them as well?
So those haven't been done with those colours, but it's just to show that you can mix it with things like resin. Normally water-based products won't mix with resin, but ours do.
Wow.
So you can see that it does give a nice colour to them.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? You get a gorgeous amount in here. Wow, these are beautiful as well, these. Let me just put some of these down and show how, again, this will all mix and work. The same principle again, is it?
So that one would have been done with the, I think I did the red, the blue and the black as well. Use the red and the blue to get the purple tone, and then the black as well. Marbled it through. They
are gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. Again, but the strength of the colours that you are working with is brilliant. They've got that lovely, and that sort of that lovely edging that we can see.
So that's the red, and that's also got the glitter pearl over the top of it to give it that sparkle.
That is really, really nice. That's gorgeous. We will go through more of the examples as well as we go through, but just to introduce them, make sure you did take advantage of these ones. £12.99, and you are getting all four for that. 063214, and again, you get the idea. And I never think that, and this is I'm not upsetting any directors here, it's just I don't think you ever really get the true worth of any colour that you see on the show until you see it up close. But they really are vibrant colours that you're looking at there. Really beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now, taken away from that side, we've got more the vintage style again here. So we're sort of just looking at sort of a darker sort of feel regarding these.
Yeah, so they'll give you a vintage feel, shabby chic. We wanted something that wasn't as bright and that would give an aged look.
I love that colour.
So we brought those
really
out.
Nice sage green. That's really nice.
So depending on how you put it down as well, like you'll notice there's darker shades and lighter shades.
Yeah.
So you can build the colours up, you can dab the excess off, so you get a lighter colour. So they can be used in all different ways. You can paint with them as well. So if you want to take off some of the colours to do highlighting and shade, which I'm going to do shortly as well.
But they are really, really lovely. I'll show you a few more examples as well of some of these that are coming through. I work with. Wow, actually we've got some beautiful ones on here. I'll show you that one to start with. That's a lovely colour, isn't it? It's coming through. Ooh. There we go. These are stunning, these. It's the black wink Spritz that we've got has been added onto this as well. Working with that. That's lovely, really lovely. But the colours are fab. In fact, whichever set people are going to go for, these are your vintage that you can see as well. You've got dusky pink in there, the aged teal that's on the outside of those, which is lovely. And then you've also got the sage green on the inside for those as well. They are really lovely. Sort of a subtler colour, aren't they, really? Quite soft and subtle. That works with us really nice. 702521, only £12.99 again for those. But again, if you're going for both sets, you get a lovely combination there. You've got lots of options at your fingertips to work with, which is gorgeous. Right, let's look at our silver lining. Now, when I saw these, well, looking through these earlier on, I love the effect, which is absolutely fabulous. Now, you are going to be getting here the beautiful colours. You've got the Buttercup, the Sapphire and the Fuchsia. Now, I'm just going to tilt this one. This is your Sapphire, but if I tilt that, hopefully you can see that effect. Can you see that coming through with that lovely silver lining that you pick up? Now, that really can have a big wow factor on a project, can't it?
Yeah, they are really nice. I don't know what card she's used on that, but it actually looks a bit like an alcohol effect.
Right.
The inks are not alcohol, they're water-based. But it does give that sort of effect, and it's got a lovely sheen to it as well, depending on how you hold it in the light.
They are gorgeous. So we'll just try and capture that Buttercup as well, that you can see there. We can see the effect of it coming through. But I mean, beautiful colour anyway. But that effect, it really is quite magical actually. When you see the light catches it, let's bring in also, look at that with the fuchsia. You can see the silver that's running through there. Almost like a mercury vein that's running through the actual colours itself, isn't it?
They can actually be mixed together as well to create different, like all your purples, your oranges, because you've got your blue, you've got a pinky red, you've got yellow, so you can use all different, mix them together to make all different colours. They are
right. I mean, they are lovely. There you go. I knew it's another live hour. Just want to show that no inks were actually affected in the making of that bit of footage. 169179. You do get your three, each bottle there, 30ml each. You're getting all three for £9.99. That is a phenomenon. If you haven't worked with that before, with that silver lining technique, what would it do? What would it bring to your projects when you're working? That little extra magic that you might find, that's what you're going to get in those three little bottles. Absolutely fantastic for you. Right, now we've also got our copper infusion that you can see. Now, it was actually on before. It did sell out last time, but now back in stock. So this is your 4 bottles that you're looking at here. And if I just move this as well, so you can see the names, try not to knock anything over, see the names, but you can also see that lovely, almost like little copper inclusions that actually are within them as well. So I love that. That is fantastic. Again, with all the colours. Scarlet Rose is pretty. Your yellows are the beautiful sunrise here. They really are bright. Yeah. They're fabulous, those.
Those ones actually, the silver lining copper infusions and the next ones do have to be shook before you use them. Right. Just so that all the mica mixes up with the colour. And then you won't get that sparkle without that.
No, so you do need to give them a nice mix up so you get them all part of the same particles working together on those, which is lovely. In fact, we'll just show here also, Just give you a little idea as well. This is there, you can see, all done on the mount board itself there, but that's got the copper infusion there with the scarlet rose. If I just tilt that, can you see it there? And it's a little bit like that holographic kind of feel. Until you get it on the angle, then you get hit with that lovely colour that comes through of that copper. $12.99, 094815 is your item code for those as well, which is lovely. And last but not least on the counter, a little hint of gold that you can see here. So we've got 6 bottles, and you're going to get all 6 for this price, which is fabulous. And let's just see this, but these are lovely, really lovely. What do you find that these lend themselves to nicely, Simon?
Most people use them for like your elegant projects that you want a bit of class to.
Right.
They're great for Christmas because there's a great Christmas palette in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just anything you want a bit of sparkle to, really.
Yeah, which is always opportunity, always opportunity for some of that. But they really do have a lovely effect with the way that they play with the light and the way that your eye catches them. You know, you really do get something nice and surprising for it. It does add a nice value, sort of depth to the project, I'd imagine, as well. But that lovely iridescence that you're going to get is gorgeous. Only $17.99. You do get all 6 bottles. Each one of those bottles, as you know, 30 ml. Oh, that's a beautiful colour as well, isn't it? Really lovely. And again, if you are thinking about that sort of magical, maybe oceanic, it might be coral kind of mermaid kind of feel about that. You want the glisten of the light to play with either water surface that you might be looking at, or the sparkle of a festive time, of course, then these would be absolutely perfect. Brilliant price as well. Only $17.99 for 6 bottles at 130795 is your item again. And again, one of those again that you've got to give that a nice shake as well, so you can see all that. If I did, there we go. Once you see it, look at that. Shake the bottle, wake the colour, not wake the drink. I think that was another advertising slogan. But you can sort of see there that once you're giving that a shake and you apply that, what effect is that going to have on the project that you are working with? They are lovely. Those 130795 was great. Now, I know we've also got a couple of others now. Some of the mount board, and we've actually looked at, in fact, we've got some of these that have actually been used with the mount board. I've got some other examples I'll show you in a moment. But if you want to go for this is your 15 by 14, sorry, your 14 by 6 inch on these one that you're looking at. These are your black and cream lined mount board. 900 GSM is going to give you 15 boards of that for just $9.99. So really lovely, perfect, again, great way of backing any of your projects to work with as well, which is lovely. We've also got the larger size available, and here you're going to be getting 25 of your 610 GSM mount board. This is 267 by 193. Again, great price, but you think you're getting 25 here for under £10, just $9.99 for that. Lovely that. Now, if you want to mix the sizes for your different variable projects, then you might want to go for this bundle here, and you get even bigger amount, 30 of these of your assorted mount board sheets to work with, and these are only $18.99, and that's 305920. Perfect for all those projects to work with, but they are gorgeous, the boards. In fact, I'll just show very quickly. This is one of them. It's on one of the first of the sort of size we looked at, but again, you sort of get an idea then of the full size in scale with my hand, but lovely for backing all your projects and to work with. And they really do allow your colours to pop through as well, don't they, with that? But really got great opportunity for those, really nice and solid also. Right, so we've been down said counter. What are we going to be looking at next?
So I'm going to show you how to, quite similar to these ones here, just where the flick sticks are.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to do those using the inks rather than using ink pads.
Okay.
To get the watercolour style background.
Oh, lovely.
I'll just line my stamp up right. Right, so first of all, just wet your card. So I'm using watercolour card for this. It's a hot press card, which just makes it a bit flatter. And I'm going to use Dusky Plum. So the Dusky Plum's from the vintage range.
Ah, the vintage, right, okie dokie. We'll bring the details up for that for people.
And I'm just going to spray directly onto the stamp. Do you know what, I've done that wrong. Just ignore that one. That's not how you do it.
Ignore that one, everybody. We'll lose that in the edit.
Just ignore that one.
For that one.
I'm doing a different technique.
So we'll watch that and rewind for another technique another time. We'll give that another label.
But you do just spray directly onto your stamp.
So right. So you wet the card the first time around, wasn't it? That was it.
So you don't need to do that for this technique. So that'll give you.
And did you have to shake the bottle again for that one,
No.
or was that one straight on?
So the vintage winks, you don't need to shake the bottle.
Right.
I'll just leave that to settle in a minute.
Yep. How long have you been doing crafting yourself, Simon? How long when did you start?
I started properly about 6 years ago, but I've been doing it all my life. Mum's a crafter, so we grew up crafting.
Right.
Grandad was used to make things out of wood. My dad started making pens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he started making pens, which we sell in our shop now.
Right.
And everyone seems to love them.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So we're all really crafty, and then there's Donna and myself.
And is it in the genes? Has it been passed on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to line my outline stamp, and I'm going to use a normal ink for this.
Oh, right.
So an ink palette. The pad.
The pad, yep. It's all right. It's the weekend. We're allowed to get a bit confused. Oh, that looks lovely. It does have that, our producers are saying as well, it's got a lovely sort of watercolour feel about this style.
Well, these particular stamps are made to look like watercolour, but just using the inks over the top, it adds to it and it takes away all the... I can't use watercolour myself to watercolour, do something like that, I wouldn't know where to start.
Right.
But it just gives you...
It does.
A really nice...
Really lovely effect on that.
Finish. And just pop a sentiment on.
All good things are wild and free. Lovely.
And then I'll grab a purple flick stick.
So again, good to give them a shake beforehand as well,
just to mix it all up.
Mix it up.
Just to add.
That is nice and simple. It's lovely and easy.
A little bit of colour. Quickly dry that off.
Is it still our white and wet slate in the lead at the moment with our flick sticks at the moment, or? Oh no, we've gone white and teal now as in the lead as well.
Teal is the best colour.
Teal is beautiful.
Teals.
They are. But I mean, they are all gorgeous colours. To be quite honest, you know, they are lovely. That's our teal. Give me that little shake as well for you, so you can see. And this is the teal that we get from that. Really, it's a very soft. Lends itself as well, doesn't it, to like the watercolour feel that you're going for with those and those colours. They're all lovely.
So you'll be able to see like the purple that I've used for it. It does go with that, even though that's a vintage colour. It still goes with that. That'll still go with our purples across the other ranges as well, because we've used the same blends, but just different amounts of different colours to get those blends within. So you will all the colours. Like the purples will go with all the purples, the yellows will go with the yellows, the orange will go with the oranges, and stuff like that. So all the colours do mix together.
Perfect. So you can be confident if you are going to go for some of the other colours in the range that you want to be adding into it, of course, then actually once you've got these loaded up into your flick sticks as well, and you've got those, they will complement the other colours that you've got for that. And don't forget the other colours, you get the really lovely other effects as well, with either the silver lining or you're going to go with the copper, for example. But to know you can be able to create more of those backgrounds in that same colour palette. Really nice. 328117. White and teal at the moment are in the lead for those one at $14.99. Now, of course, you can. There's loads of lovely things, of course, here from Pearlywinks. You can shop by brand if you go to Hochanda.com. Just put in there for the Pearlywinks and have a little look. And all those wonderful different ways of getting that colour onto your project are all there for you. So do take advantage of all of those. There's so much up for grabs, to be quite honest on those. But you get getting some really lovely, lovely effects with your colours. Really good prices as well. And don't forget, a lot of those, like for under £20, you're getting either all 6 or all 4 of the bottles for them. So really good packages, really good deals to be had. Right, what are we up to next then, Simon? That's lovely, that.
Next, I'm going to use some colours to do a sunset.
Oh, right, okay.
So I wasn't going to use this colour on this demo, but beautiful sunrise.
Wow, if it says it on the tin, why not? Yes.
So I'll just put this through. So I'm just going to start popping some yellow down. I'm just going to brush that across.
The yellows do really seem really lovely and vibrant. There was something about the yellows that's in your collection that's come along. But
my page. Do love the yellows.
Yeah. Nice,
and then
bright.
I'm just going to pop this down. Just create a mask. And then I'm just going to use the Wink Spritz.
Oh, the Wink Spritz. Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's just the red Wink Spritz. Just to add a bit of colour. And then I'm just going to go across my page. Like so. Take off my circle. And then I'm just going to...
Ah, it's lovely, that.
Drag across.
You always know when you've had one of those kind of sunsets that's happened because everyone takes a shot and puts it on social media and said, you know, oh, a lovely walk in the evening today. Look what I've seen.
It's usually Janice that does that.
Janice does one of those as well. I did one of those during lockdown and took a photograph, and it was a photograph. I managed to, one of those on my own, you know, left the kids, went out for a little bit of a walk, left Fee for a bit, didn't leave it, you know, just went out for a walk. let's not stir anything up there. Went for a bit of a walk, so I thought I'll get a quick shot because it was a lovely sunset that was going on. I had to prop my little phone up on the fence to try and get that, and the shot of it was sort of looking up my nose though, which is a bit of a weird one, but then with everything behind, they went, if you ever put an album out, that would be your cover. It's one of them. And one of the producers kindly put, the best of Scott Worsfold on an album. Only my mum wanted it. There you go. Nice picture. Nice shot of the nose.
Right, so I'm just flipping my card over, and just to cover up that side. And then I'm just using the blue Wink Spritz. And then I'm just going to drag that across as well.
Nice coating of it.
So, as I said before, if you only wanted it light, this is probably going to make it too light now, but you can just dab off your excess and it'll probably leave an imprint of the tissue, which might be nice to print. So you can dab off your excess and then you can go in and do another coat if you wish.
Yeah, but it's a lovely colour coating across that on the paper, though, isn't it? Really nice.
Yeah, you can get really nice blends with it as well.
Yeah, the blend and the mix of it is really lovely, actually. And again, that was literally just a couple of little sprays. So little actually came through, but you get a lovely covering with it all.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm thinking your bottles will go a long, long way.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
No.
You don't need a lot at all. Grab this one. Right, and I'm cheating now. If you're any good at drawing or painting, you can paint it, but I'm not. So I'm going to cheat.
No, I love a cheat.
Which one's which?
I think I'm going to like this, even just seeing it actually on the stamp itself.
Now, if you see some that Dawn does, she actually draws them on. She always goes, I can't draw, but she actually is really good at them. And she'll do it with all the inks and stuff.
Oh, see. Oh, wow. That looks great. Ah, you see, I wouldn't want to lock down there.
See, and
that looks fab.
really quick.
Can you just turn that around the other way so it's facing you? There we
That
go.
way.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. So that's basically just 3 colours.
That was just 3 colours, yeah. It was the blue wing spritz, the red wing spritz, and the beautiful sunrise in the copper infusions.
It's absolutely gorgeous, that. I love it.
And it
love
didn't
that
take long
effect on
either.
the sun as well. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Dita, and that's fabulous, that. Taking me away a million miles away now from looking at that. We'll just have a little recap, if that's okay.
That's
just let people know exactly what you are up for grabs in this hour. It is the only hour we've got Pearlywinks for us today, so please do make the most of the trip down to the studio to be with us, of course, and to bring you all these things that have sold out on previous shows. So if they're back in stock today, do grab them while we have got Simon here and Pearlywinks for you as well. Now, the white of the flick sticks that is there, a third of the stock has gone with that now. It did go last time, pretty much, and so now is your chance to grab that if you would like to go for those. Your sticks here, they are 30 mil with your refill that you're looking at, and that's 328117. It's $14.99. So you've actually got in here your, if we go from that end there, we've got here, you've got your wet slate, which is the closest you're going to find to the black itself, but that's your wet slate. Then we've got the fabulous, beautiful pink, really lovely and vibrant. We've got the fabulous purple. I'll give them a little shake as well, just so you can see, because I don't want you to look at that and think that's them, but you do get the actual, you'll get more of the colour then in the bottle that you'll see once they've actually sort of been shaken and woken up a little bit. You might want to give them more of a vigorous shake than I just did. That's your blue, you've got your purple, your blue, and then you've got your teal, and then you've got the fabulous yellow as well. 328117, choose whichever one you want to go for that. But that technique again, you do get that, and again, those for the refill, really nice and simple itself for how all that works together, and perfect for you to have. 328117, £14.99 only. Right, we've also got for you the Wink Spritz. Now, you've just seen some of these working, of course, and these are your lovely primary colours. And here you've got your blue, you've got your red, you've got your yellow, and you've also got the black. But these are lovely. They really are gorgeous and give you a lovely effect again. And you get all 4 of these, as I was saying, you know, with regards to all of these. But again, lovely again for blending and for working. So give a little idea, as you can see all these, but really lovely ways of bringing that colour into any of your projects that you're working with. But they are perfect for that. Oh, that's really nice as well. It's gone on to, there we go. We've got the photographs in there. I wonder if I was to open that, I'll find all sorts of, there we go. Yes, thought we would. Look at that. Lovely project there, actually, with all these wonderful colours. Maybe for floral as well. For wildlife, we've got some of the beautiful butterflies. These are beautiful projects. Really, really lovely. Again, all of these looking at from what you're going to get with the colours across those 4. And let me show you one more here. That's got to be seen. Out at Sea. Again, we get a lovely coating. And again, great for blending, as you heard Simon talking about. 063214, just £12.99. That's your blue, that, and gorgeous, gorgeous colours there. Some of those mixed in also with your vintage, which is what we've also got for you now, which are fabulous again. And these again are more sort of a subtler kind of looking for those, which are fabulous. We're also going to bring to you, there we go, we've got the coppers. Now, copper was one of them that Simon was using and looked at. Almost half the stock now of these already now allocated. We've got 20 minutes left on the show, but almost half the stock already gone. So 30 mil each one of those we're looking at. Getting all 4, which is fabulous, but really, really lovely price. Only £12.99 if you want those. I just want to just tilt that as well you're looking down that so you can see the effect. There we go. So you can see that now, real full effect coming through with those little lovely copper infusion throughout. Again, don't forget, really important that before you do use these ones again, that you do give it a good shake again to get all that working together, so you can see all the elements. In fact, just giving that little shake, you sort of see how it sort of wakes it up a little bit there and brings it all to life for you to work with. Lovely. All 4 of those are yours at £12.99. We've also got some others that you may be interested to help with your projects, of course, that we can bring to you. If you're looking for some of your card stock, how about your A4? This is your matte silver card. It's a single-sided on this one, but it's a lovely GSM, 250 GSM, and that will give you 50 sheets of that. Now, it comes with a £15 saving right now. This does end, by the way, tomorrow morning, so you do need to take advantage of this right now. It's only £9.99. If you'd like to go, I'm sure they will take these colours beautifully. Earlier on, we had some lovely projects. If you're looking for your LED lights, how about these? 4. Each one of those is 2 metres long. It does come with a battery as well. And each of those 20 LED lights that you're going to get with those. But 4 of those 2 metre ones as well. £9.96. Only 726,248. Right then, Simon, been down the count again. We've got, how long have we got left there? 15 minutes. This hour's flying by. What are you looking at next?
So next I'm going to do some painting and show you how to paint a character.
Oh, great.
And do
In fact, I was looking
background.
at something similar. We just showed a couple of those on some of those examples, and then you can see how to do them. Lovely.
Right. So for the background, all I did, I'm just going to decant some of these just to show you that they can be painted with as well. You don't need a lot. So I need red, green. So to get the green, I'm going to pop a couple of drops of the yellow down.
Right.
And then just, oops, nearly dropped it then. Woo! And then I just want a tiny little bit of the blue, so just 1 drop of blue.
I like it with the pipette. I feel like I'm in a science lab.
And then I need some black as well, because the black's going to be the grey.
Oh, right.
You don't need that much.
No, but one of these, like one just little droplet of this goes a long, long way, doesn't it, for
does,
colour?
yeah. So I'll just put my lids on before I throw them everywhere, because I will do, because I'm one of the most clumsy people in the world.
Better to be safe than sorry. Well, you've seen me. I've already knocked over something on the show already this hour. So no, it does happen. It does happen.
It does come off. To be fair, it's only water based. It's not going to cause any issues.
No.
Right. So I'll just mix my green first of all, just to make sure it's a green that I want. Let's give us a nice green for the strawberry top. Might be a bit bright that, but we'll go with it. So I'm just going to paint straight on with the green. And then I'm just going to let that one dry, and then I'm going to go straight in with the red.
And don't forget, this is someone's using a mixture of the different sets here all together, actually, to sort of create that. And I think that's the beauty about these, because they are, you know, you are getting 6 bottles of one, 4 bottles of one, and they're all really, really good prices. So hopefully it is achievable for you to get this lovely mix of all these together, to be able to sort of work in the way that Simon is with those all those different products right across the board for yourself to have them. And like I say, great value for money, but a little goes a long, long way with these colours. Yeah.
So the first thing I'm doing is I'm just putting a layer of it down. I'm not... you might find it easier to do small amounts and then take away, or you might find it easier to build up your layers. It's completely up to you. You'll find your own way of using them.
Right.
So I'm not going to use that one.
It's like a juicy strawberry.
So then if you should be able to see that it's a bit darker on one side.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So that's just going to create a bit of a shadow.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just so it's darker on one side than the other. And if it's not dark enough for you, just go back in, add more colour, add more colour.
I like the way of just sort of, you know, doing the whole thing across and then just taking half away rather than trying to top up one other as well.
Easier. If you want to take more colour off, wet your brush. Leave it for a second or two. And then again, dab off a little bit more.
Nice way of getting that shadow effect on there.
It's good for mistakes as well. I make a lot of mistakes and it's really good that you can sort of like
turn it into a
constantly
technique.
go off the edge, and I'm like, no, really didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to pop a bit more green in just to make that a bit darker. And then This is a different way to do it. So I'm going to wet the paper first.
Right.
Because I don't want a black, I want a grey. So I'm just going to wet the paper.
It's very
I'm
cute.
going to paint. This is a Tracy Hay stamp. Tracy Hay comes on Hochanda as well.
Really lovely.
Got so many of the stamps, they're absolutely brilliant. And they work so nice with our sprays as well because they're really fun.
Yeah, yes. Really, colours really come through for it.
And then I'm just going to go around the edges. And then I'm just going to drag that colour down.
He's sort of saying, don't you dare take this strawberry?
My strawberry.
My strawberry.
So it just gives the illusion because it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside. And then I'm just going to, again, lift some of that black. Keep going to put my paintbrush in my mouth. So his ears will be darker. Too dark.
Very cute, yep.
And then you can lift the colour back out, as I say. You don't even need to use your tissue, you can just use your paintbrush. And it will lift that colour out.
Lovely.
A little really does go a long way. My bracelet's really noisy, it keeps clanging. Should have took it off. Get shouted at in a bit. I have when I'm doing my lives on Facebook, and I just sort of like, sorry, or other social media. And I always think I really should take that off.
Wow. Don't want to stop you now.
Right, and then I'm going to give him, or her, and just pop a little bit of yellow on there. So she's got yellow boots, or he's got yellow boots. And I'm not going to put my water down. If you put your water down, what will happen is it'll lighten the colour, it'll dampen the colour. But I don't want it to dampen the colour, I want nice, bright.
Yeah. I think
boots.
that's what's lovely about all the colours that you brought in, the different sort of effects that they have with it, whether it's the copper that's going on or the silver, etc. around those. But the colours are lovely and vibrant. They are lovely and bright, and I think that's what they bring to any project when they work with them. But you do have that option again. If you don't them as strong, you can take them down a little bit, which is it's better to have too much to start with and take them down than trying to get more out of them, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So all I've done there is I've just sort of like, I've added some water and then I've just added a tiny little bit of red just to give pinkish cheeks.
Ah, yep. Lovely little boots.
So that's that done. That's that part. And then snip that off. And then to get the hearts, all I've done is I've just popped some of the spray onto some cut and dry or type of foam. And then I'm just using that as a stamp pad.
Okay.
So that's then bringing that red into a stamp pad as well. So it's the same red as what I've used on that.
Blends.
So you're just bringing it through.
That's nice.
Onto the rest of the thing. So I'd pop that on there.
Oh, that's very cute.
You could also use it for your borders as well. So I'll show you what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Love you very much. So you can use this then.
Oh, just straight from the actual, what you were taking it from the stamp anyway, yeah.
To do your borders. So if you wanted to mat and layer like on that, on this piece here, so all the colour that's on there has been used by the sprays, so it all started off as white card, so even like the background pieces here, I've created my own orange using the red and the yellow.
Right, clever, yes.
So everything sort of like, all the colours do work with each other.
Got you.
So it drags it into each picture, sort of thing.
Yeah, really nice. Love that. It's a lovely idea actually to work with. I'm hoping that's inspired as well for yourselves to work with it. But again, great way of seeing the mixture of all the different options that are available for you in this hour with all those. Have we got a chance very quickly to have a little look again of the flick stick, Lot of interest coming through again for the flick sticks. So just to demonstrate, because we did see them at the beginning of the hour, but in case you missed it and looking, just to give you a little recap again.
Is there any specific colour, sorry?
What colour? Well, teal was doing very well, or the slates or the whites. Whatever you feel you want to have a play with on those.
Right, have I bought my white? Have I got my white? I've got my white.
So that took quite a bit of working out how to get these to.
Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how to get a white ink because every time I thought there's no such thing as a white ink. Come on, don't be daft. But then it actually turns out there is such a thing as white ink. It was me that was being daft. So I think someone actually used these to do like a galaxy, using all different colours, the blues and the yellows. It looks like little stars shining in the sky.
Right.
Like if you get the clusters.
But the actual sticks themselves that you're filling up, for you to get those created again, it took a little bit of technology behind the scenes for quite a while to bring it to work.
Yeah, we weren't sure what to put them in. I wanted to put them in these sort of brushes that you can pre-fill yourself. Donna wanted to put them into the pipette bottles, so they've got their own pipettes on them, so you can use them like that.
Got you, yeah.
Tracy Hayes actually asked for them in pipette bottles as well. So it might be something that we do in the future, just to give people an option, because not everyone wants to use them like this. Might want to use them in a different way. They might want to use them to paint with.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's a couple of the colours. I'll just try and see if we can stamp.
Yeah, we're good. We still got 4 minutes. We're okay. Yeah.
I need to find my stamps now. So I'll just show you.
They're all there at the beginning of the show, but somehow mysteriously
like,
they disappeared, don't they?
Chuck them anywhere.
Show.
So I'll try the yellow. It's not going to show very well on the black because it's pushing all day.
Don't forget, you've got all the colours that you can select from to work with the Pearlywinks Flick Sticks, of course. You've got your wet white, you've got your wet slate, pink, purple, blue, teal, and as you can see, it's being used at the moment is the bright, beautiful yellow. Choose from any of those. Item is 328117, and they're only $14.99, but loads and loads of fluid there for you to do your work with your refills. Plenty of there, but what a lovely effect again. Just that little bit of that splatter is lovely.
If you take your time and don't rush like I am, you get a perfect stamped image as well.
Yeah.
So you can use them on your stamps. What else can we do with them? They were really just developed so that you can add that splatter to your art project, because I know a lot of people does it, like Donna's done it on here, but she's not used the flick stick, she's actually used the inks. So you can see they've slightly bled a little bit.
Oh, I see.
So these were created more so that you can do that sort of thing and add it to your projects. It doesn't need to even be used with our inks. It can be used with anything. You can use it on top of your acrylics or your...
Once you've got the tool, the proper tool to work with it and to do that. It's a lovely card, though. Really lovely card. What colours we got in here? Is this from the vintage? Was it from that one? Or
so that one's from your vintage, yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That is stunning, that. Lovely, that. I'll give you a quick recap again then, just while Simon, are you trying to get one more little project out there?
Yeah,
go on.
Just do a couple of techniques.
We've got about a minute and a half, he's thinking. The challenge is on. 328117, $14.99 if you'd like to go for the Pearlywinks Flick Sticks. But he's on a challenge, he's on it. The momentum is kicking in.
Right, so you can use things as a stencil.
Oh, all right, yeah, that's cool.
Household objects. But then don't just stop there. Rather than throw that bit away that you've stamped through, sprayed through, use that to create a different
lovely look
thing. You can spray onto stuff like everyone must be getting parcels at the minute.
Lots of packaging.
Yep. So when you shake these, shake them like that, not like I've just done, because the mic can go up into the tube. Not saying that it will, but it can do. Just spray different colours.
That's nice with your different textures as well, isn't it?
Across.
Lovely finishing one. Oh, what a brilliant idea. There we go. You've got a great way of working with it to do that. We've got literally down to our final few seconds. So do you know when you're back in the studio?
We are back in, I'm not sure when it is, it's in November.
In
I'm
November?
not sure. I think it's mid-November.
Mid-November time as well. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming to the studio today with us as well. Always lovely and fantastic colours again and brilliant ways of working. Don't forget, make sure you get everything checked out of your basket. But carry on looking through everything that's available as well from the Pearlywinks as well. But thank you so much. Lovely working with you today.
Thank you.
Enjoy that, Simon. Thank you. Safe journey back to Manchester.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed as well. And enjoy when you get them as well. See you soon.